a humanoid robot just debuted in Shanghai. And the strange part is not that it walks, it is that it was designed to feel almost human. Warm silicone skin, eye contact, micro expressions, a smile, a wink. And according to DroidUp, a walking posture that is 92% similar to a real human gait. The robot is called Moya. But the bigger story is not the number. The bigger story is this question. Should robots become more human to be useful? Or does that make them harder to trust? Most humanoid robots are trying to prove they can work. They lift boxes, walk through factories, handle tools, survive warehouse floors. Moya is different. DroidUp is not presenting it mainly as an industrial machine. It is positioning Moya as a social humanoid, a robot for healthcare, education, service spaces, and human-facing environments. That changes the question. The challenge is no longer only, can a robot move? It becomes, can a robot interact with people without feeling fake, creepy, or manipulative? In this video, we'll break down what Moya is, what DroidUp is claiming, what is still unproven, and why this robot says something important about the next phase of embodied AI. Moya was unveiled in Shanghai by DroidUp, a robotics company based in China. The company describes Moya as the world's first fully biomimetic embodied intelligent robot. That phrase sounds big, so we need to be precise. This is a DroidUp claim, not an independently established global record. Biomimetic means the robot is designed to imitate biological qualities. In this case, human proportions, skin feel, facial movement, walking posture, and physical presence. Embodied intelligence means the AI is not only living on a screen, it is connected to a physical body that can sense the world, move through it, and interact with people. According to reports, Moya is about 1.65 meters tall and weighs around 32 kilograms. Its outer body uses soft silicone materials, and DroidUp says the surface temperature can stay between 32 and 36 degrees Celsius to feel warmer and more lifelike. The face is one of the main selling points. Moya can reportedly blink, smile, wink, nod, maintain eye contact, and show subtle micro-expressions. But the headline claim is walking. DroidUp says Moya's walking posture reaches 92% similarity to human walking. That is interesting, but it is not the same as saying Moya walks like a human in every real-world condition. The public reports do not show a full test method. We do not know the data set, the testing environment, the gait comparison model, the walking speed, or how it performs on stairs, slopes, crowds, or rough surfaces. So the accurate version is this. Moya appears to be one of the most aggressive attempts to make a humanoid robot feel socially human. But the most important performance claim still needs stronger public evidence. To understand Moya, think of it in 3 layers. The first layer is the body. This is where Moya separates itself from many humanoid robots. Instead of looking like a metal frame with a head, Moya is built to appear closer to a person. The height, skin texture, facial movement, warmth, and eye contact all serve one purpose: presence. Not strength, not speed. Presence. The second layer is movement. A humanoid robot cannot simply move its legs like a toy. Walking on 2 legs requires balance, timing, posture control, and constant correction. Every step is a chain of calculations. Where is the body's weight? Is the foot landing correctly? Is the torso leaning too far? Does the next step need to change? DroidUp says Moya's movement system is designed to make walking look more natural, rather than purely mechanical. In practice, that likely means the robot uses sensors, joint control, motion planning, and feedback loops to keep its body stable while producing smoother, more human-like movement. The third layer is interaction. Moya is described as an embodied AI robot, so the goal is not just motion, the goal is physical conversation. A screen-based AI can answer a question. A social robot has to do more. It has to look at the person, respond at the right time, gesture naturally, avoid awkward pauses, and behave safely in the same space as humans. That is much harder than a chatbot. Because when AI enters a physical body, mistakes become physical. A wrong answer is one thing. A wrong movement near a patient, child, or elderly person is something else. Moya matters because it shows a split in the humanoid robot race. One path is industrial. These robots are built for factories, logistics, warehouses, and repetitive labor. Their value is simple. Can they work safely, cheaply, and reliably? The other path is social. These robots are built for interaction. Their value depends on trust, comfort, expression, and human acceptance. Moya is clearly closer to the second path. Imagine a hospital lobby. Today, a visitor might use a kiosk, ask a receptionist, or search signs on the wall. A robot like Moya could greet the visitor, answer questions, guide them to a department, translate instructions, and remember basic preferences. That is the before and after scenario. Before, information is static. After, information becomes physical, conversational, and present in the room. If you work in healthcare, this does not mean a robot replaces nurses or doctors. That would be the wrong framing. The realistic early role is guidance, companionship, routine information, and controlled support. If you run a hotel, school, museum, or commercial building, the idea is similar. Moya becomes less like a machine in the corner, and more like a physical AI host. That is powerful. But it also creates the central tension of this story. The more human the robot looks, the more people may expect from it. And the more people expect, the more dangerous disappointment becomes. Here is where the story gets serious. Moya's biggest risk is not that it looks bad. It is that it may look convincing before it is truly capable. That is the danger of social robotics. A robot with warm skin, eye contact, and facial expressions can create emotional confidence. People may feel it understands more than it actually does. In healthcare or elder care, that matters. A patient might trust it. A child might bond with it. An elderly person might depend on it. A company might use it to create a premium experience. But if the AI is limited, if the robot misunderstands context, or if privacy controls are weak, the human-like design becomes a problem. There is also the uncanny valley. When something looks almost human but not fully human, people can feel discomfort instead of trust. That is not a small issue. For a social robot, public reaction is part of the product. Then there is reliability. A launch video is controlled. Real life is not. Floors are uneven. People interrupt. Children touch things. Lighting changes. Wi-Fi fails. Sensors get dirty. Conversations become emotional. Users ask unpredictable questions. For Moya to become more than a viral demo, DroidUp will need to prove practical performance. Safety, uptime, battery life, maintenance, data protection, and clear human supervision. The risk does not mean the technology should be dismissed. It means the first deployments must be narrow, controlled, and honest about what the robot can and cannot do. Moya is expected to move toward limited commercial availability in late 2026. Some Chinese reports mention a fourth-quarter limited presale, with the first 50 units priced between 1.2 million and 1.5 million yuan. Other coverage estimates the price at around $173,000. Final availability and pricing still need formal confirmation. The more realistic early customers are institutions, hospitals, care facilities, schools, museums, hotels, exhibition centers, and technology showrooms. These are places where a robot can operate in controlled spaces, under supervision, with a clear role. The next thing to watch is not just whether Moya looks realistic. Watch whether it can survive real deployment. That means battery life, maintenance cost, safety certification, data protection, fall recovery, and long-term reliability. Another thing to watch is competition. Humanoid robotics is moving in multiple directions at the same time. Some companies are building industrial workers, some are building household assistants, some are building expressive companions. Moya shows that China's robotics ecosystem is not only chasing factory automation, it is also pushing hard into social robotics and embodied AI. And this could become a major dividing line. The winners may not be the robots that look most human. The winners may be the robots that humans can actually trust, understand, and safely use. So, what does Moya really represent? It is not proof that lifelike humanoid robots are ready for every home. It is not proof that a 92% walking claim equals human-level mobility. And it is not proof that people will automatically accept realistic robots around children, patients, or elderly users. But it is proof of something important. The humanoid race is no longer only about mechanical ability. It is also about presence, expression, trust, emotional design, human interaction. Moya shows a future where robots may not just work beside us. They may try to communicate with us like people. And that future is both fascinating and uncomfortable. So the real question is, do we want robots to become more visibly human? Or should the most useful robots remain clearly machines? Let me know what you think in the comments. Would you feel comfortable interacting with a robot like Moya in a hospital, school, hotel, or public service space? That's it for this one. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.